I attempted to reach Infinite in the first 10 hours of the Avengers vs. X-Men season of Marvel Snap. Normally I get to Infinite in the first week of the season, but I wanted to see what would happen if I just tried my hardest to get there on the first day, and well, it was a lot closer than I could have ever predicted. Here's the first game that I'm going to show you all. What we're going to end up doing is we're going to jump to some highlight plays that happened during my climb, and you'll see by the end if I was able to actually make it to Infinite. And I think it got very close. It did come down to the wire. In this game, I believe I had actually played this person earlier in my climb, and they did the exact same thing that they did here, which I was kind of surprised by. What ends up happening, which you'll see in a moment, is that I moved the vision over, but all they did was play Eliath, and Eliath obviously loses to a 10 power vision, and just to add on to that, I also moved their Eliath over with Arrow, which happened in the other game as well. But yeah, that was a pretty good 8-cuber, and let's move on to the next highlight. This game. Well, this game was definitely a rough one. At this point, I'm like, what? I'm probably like 8 hours in at this point, right? And I'm at rank like 98. I have Captain Marvel off of District X with Rickety Bridge. And I'm just thinking, like, oh my god, this is gonna be the game that I'm gonna get so close. I already was so close. I thought there was absolutely no way I could lose this, and you'll see in a moment the absolute audacity that Marvel Snap has to do this to me after playing their game for like 8 hours. It's ridiculous. You'll see in a moment. So here we are. I'm thinking to myself, there's absolutely no way that I lose this, right? Because of how much I'm up left, the fact that I'm flipping right, and that Captain Marvel's going to win mid, right? But it's not even the fact that I lost this game. It's the way in which I lost this game that I just need to rant about it and explain to you that this is ridiculous because they got Legion off of District X, right? Which makes Rickety Bridge. And normally that would be fine. Initially, when they played it, I thought they were playing for a draw until I saw that Wolverine, a card they had in deck, which is a little bit better than if they had just randomly gotten it, I guess. Wolverine stays alive the entire time, so they get a random Legion off District X, and I get screwed for 8 cubes. So, if you caught it in that, me speeding up the footage, I had also, immediately after losing 8 cubes, I lost 4 cubes, so I had been down 12 cubes in the last 2 games, and going into this one, I was feeling really defeated, and I got super lucky. This almost went horribly for me. So, I said how this almost went horribly for me, and you're about to see why. The only reason I won this game was because of their ordering mistake. If they played this Carnage after playing the Null, like if they played, or if they played Null Mystique into Carnage into Zola, then they would have been fine, but they ended up putting both nulls on the right-hand side, and I ended up getting a very, and I mean very lucky win to put me back up to rank 98. Oh, so close. And here we are. We are getting down to the wire. At this point, I had less than an hour left, but I was also one game away from winning. I needed, I think, 6 cubes. So theoretically, any of these games from this point forward could be the one where I reach infinite. However, I was destined for this game to not be the one where I would reach infinite, because despite the fact that I would win and have a very good play, the opponent would end up retreating. At this point, we were nearing almost 30 minutes left. I think I had around 40 to 35 left. And I was getting pretty desperate to hopefully get a game where I would have the perfect lineup and everything would be great. And let's just say this one went pretty good. I was so nervous making this play. It had all come down to this. I knew this was winnable. I knew it would probably win, even if I played nothing, honestly, because I was just that far ahead. But I ended up settling on this play. It ended up working. All they played was Spectrum mid, and I officially did it. I hit infinite in the first 10 hours of the Avengers vs. X-Men Marvel Snap season. Before I show you what rank I got, I just want to say that you are going to be seeing my real reaction to it, my in the moment after playing for 9.5 hours. Everything building up to this. Here's what rank I got. Got to infinite. Let's see. Oh my god. I got top 100. So, there we go. Rank 89. I officially, as of the first 10 hours in the Avengers vs. X-Men Marvel Snap season, am a top 100 player. I hope that you all enjoyed the video, and if you would please consider liking and subscribing, I would thank you very much for that. I also want to thank my partner for being amazing and talking to me throughout most of the 9.5 hours so that I did not lose my mind playing this wonderful game. I hope that you all have a good rest of your day. Bye for now.